The gravelly timbre of Johnny Cash's voice, that unmistakable baritone laced with sorrow, defiance, and the dust of the American South, has echoed through generations, defining country music and beyond. From the sun-baked prisons of Folsom to the sunlit stages of the Grand Ole Opry, Cash's sound was more than melody. It was a vessel for the human condition, raw and unfiltered. His death in 2003 at age 71 left a void, but his legacy endures through recordings, tributes, and the fierce guardianship of his estate. Now, in a case that strikes at the heart of artistic integrity, the Johnny Cash estate has unleashed a legal salvo against a corporate giant, accusing it of brazenly stealing the Man in Black's voice for commercial gain. The target? Coca-Cola, the beverage behemoth whose fizzy empire spans the globe. This isn't just a lawsuit, it's a clarion call in the age of AI and deepfakes, where the boundaries of identity are increasingly blurred. The controversy ignited last August when a slick television advertisement aired nationwide, peddling Coca-Cola's latest holiday campaign. Viewers tuned in expecting the usual barrage of festive cheer, twinkling lights, family gatherings, and the satisfying hiss of a bottle opening. Instead, they were greeted by a spectral figure crooning a Cash-esque ballad, his voice a near-perfect facsimile of the legends, extolling the joys of sharing a Coke with loved ones. The ad, part of a multimillion-dollar push to evoke nostalgia and warmth, featured an unnamed artist whose gravelly drawl and rhythmic phrasing evoked Cash's signature style. Lyrics wove tales of redemption over a campfire, with the singer's silhouette framed against a starry desert sky, a bottle glinting in his hand. It was evocative, pulling at heartstrings with the subtlety of a marketing master's touch. But for those attuned to Cash's essence, it rang hollow, a counterfeit soul masquerading as authenticity. The estate, stewarded by Cash's surviving family and a cadre of devoted executors, wasted no time in responding. Citing the newly minted ELVIS Act, a landmark Tennessee law designed to shield performers' voices from unauthorized digital replication, they fired off a blistering legal notice in Nashville's federal court. The complaint, a 45-page tome of righteous indignation, lays bare the allegations with unflinching clarity. Coca-Cola has pirated Johnny Cash's voice in a nationwide advertising campaign to enrich itself, without asking for permission or providing any compensation, it thunders. The document paints a vivid picture of violation, not just intellectual property theft, but an assault on the very humanity of an artist whose voice carried the weight of personal demons, spiritual quests, and societal reckonings. At its core, the suit argues that the impersonation transcends mere mimicry. It's an existential plunder. Stealing the voice of an artist is theft. It is theft of his integrity, identity, and humanity, the filing declares, evoking the profound loss felt by Cash's loved ones. The estate positions itself as more than litigators, they are custodians of a cultural treasure, vowing to protect the voice of Johnny Cash, and to send a message that protects the voice of all artists whose music enriches our lives. This broader mission resonates deeply in an era where AI tools can resurrect the dead with eerie precision, raising ethical quandaries about consent, legacy, and exploitation. Cash, after all, was no stranger to redemption arcs. His autobiography Cash, the autobiography chronicles battles with addiction, faith, and fame, all channeled through that voice. To appropriate it without reverence feels like desecrating a church. Legal precedents bolster the estate's case, drawing a direct line to a storied 1988 ruling, Midler versus Ford Motor Company. In that landmark decision, actress and singer Bette Midler prevailed against the automaker for hiring a soundalike to mimic her in a commercial after she declined participation. The court recognized the right of publicity, affirming that a performer's voice is an indelible part of their persona, not a commodity to be cloned at will. The Cash complaint weaves this thread masterfully, analogizing Coca-Cola's tactics to Ford's, a corporate sleight of hand that undervalues the artist's irreplaceable spark. The estate seeks not only damages but an injunction to yank the ad from airwaves and digital platforms, ensuring no further enrichment at Cash's expense. Enter Shawn Barker, the vocalist at the ad center. A seasoned Nashville session man with a repertoire of twangy covers, Barker was tapped for his uncanny ability to channel Cash's cadence. That deliberate drawl, the pauses heavy with implication, the way he'd lean into a note like a confession. In interviews unearthed during the legal wrangling, Barker described the gig as an honor, emphasizing his lifelong admiration for Cash, from bootleg tapes of Sun Records sessions to the American Recordings era's stark introspection. Yet, the estate contends that admiration doesn't absolve infringement. Barker's performance, polished with studio wizardry, was engineered to deceive, blurring the line between homage and hijacking. Coca-Cola, for its part, has maintained a sphinx-like silence, neither confirming nor denying the claims, a strategy that only fuels speculation about internal damage control. This saga unfolds against the backdrop of Cash's monumental legacy. Born J.R. Cash in 1932 Arkansas, he rose from cotton fields and radio gigs to become the Walk the Line poet laureate, selling over 90 million records. Hits like Ring of Fire, penned by June Carter, and Folsom Prison Blues captured the outlaw spirit, while later works like the Unearthed box set revealed a philosopher's depth. His influence ripples through genres, from Bruce Springsteen's Heartland anthems to hip-hop samples by the likes of Killer Mike. Posthumously, the 2005 biopic Walk the Line with Joaquin Phoenix's Oscar-nominated portrayal reignited interest, but also underscored the perils of commodification. The estate has long navigated these waters, licensing Cash's image judiciously for films, merchandise, and even video games, always with an eye toward preserving authenticity. The ELVIS Act, formerly the Ensuring Likeness Voice and Image Security Act of 2024, emerges as a timely shield in this digital deluge. Championed by Tennessee lawmakers in homage to Elvis Presley, whose estate has battled similar image rights battles, it criminalizes unauthorized AI-generated replicas of performers' voices. For Cash's kin, it's a bulwark against a future where legends are reduced to ad jingles. The law's invocation here sets a precedent, potentially deterring other brands from venturing into vocal deepfake territory. Imagine the floodgates: Elvis hawking energy drinks, Freddie Mercury endorsing razors, or Cash crooning for fast food. The suit warns of such dystopias, framing Coca-Cola's ad as the thin edge of the wedge.